foods that are going to feed their body, not poison their body. And that's a very high calling. So, you know, your spirits and your heart's in the right place and your spirits in the right place. So just keep doing what you're doing and, you know, follow your team leaders and just keep simplifying it and keep it simple as simple can be. I mean, you can't get any simpler really in life than no chemicals, no pesticides, no GMOs in food. So we're really a simple company. And sometimes we want to complicate it and sound fancy and look fancier than, you know, we're just a simple food company that's committed to nourishing human beings. So that's a very cool place to be, I think. That's why I promote Purium. And so Eric, again, you know, you'll look back a year from now, 2 years from now and go, man, I remember when I hit consultant. I remember when I hit director. I remember when I hit executive. It's a big deal. I know Lucy and I did. We were so excited, you know, and it wasn't about being a diamond or a crown or anything. It was about really going up the ranks of consultant, director, and executive and teaching other people to go up through those same ranks. Because as you go to executive and you have 3 executives, you happen to be over a diamond qualification. You know, you get your 3 executives, get 3 executives. Now you've got 3 diamonds on your team and they call you a blue diamond. So it's just all of us contributing to the simplicity of what we're doing. So, so consultant, we have Sarah Kingsbury. We have Zalma James, Natalie Neeson, Isabel Howe, Carly McNeely, Brianna Rivera, Cindy Bertrand, Will Brandenburg, and Dakota Wellness. So those are the folks that hit consultant this month. And let's give them a big round of applause, because I'll guarantee you'll see some of these names very shortly at Diamond, Green Diamond, Blue Diamond, Crown, Red Diamond. And they'll think back to, gosh, I remember when they announced that I did consultant. So congratulations, you're moving on. You're learning the steps to consult other people now, those that are consultants, to consult people about why the 10-day works so well, why the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation is such a great program, why the Core 4, you know, why the aminos. So this consultant, why when you become a brand partner, you're going to get paid 10 levels of other brand partners. So you're consulting people on that, you know, you reach that level of understanding of what it is for residual income and at least what it is about the Core 4 and the Ultimate Lifestyle. Because you don't need to know much more than those 3 things to start this business out. So you start consulting people, you know, on how to get on the calls, and everybody will reach those levels. And then you got director. Director is the next level, and director is a little bit more directive to tell people exactly what calls to get on, Dave and Amy's calls, your team calls, and that everybody that you enroll wants to get on that fast start if they're ready to do that fast start. So a director gets a little more direct with people because now they've hit that they've probably got 2 to 3 consultants and they've hit director. So we've got Taylor Thompson, Heidi LaCour, Kayla Reed, and Brandy Walton. So let's hear it for those 4 directors. Yeah, so I tell you, and you know, you get, like I said, you start helping 3 people become consultant, all of a sudden they call you a director because you had enough focus to direct 3 people to consultant. Then you hit executive. Now executives is the next ladder, a tier. And you know, getting 3 people to director is going to take you just over executive. And you're following that simple duplicatable system. Simple duplication. Okay, get your core 4, get your ultimate lifestyle, get your 3 people involved with you, turn on a handful of customers. Now all of a sudden you're seeing all your consultants, all your new people becoming consultant. Now their people are becoming director, their people under them are becoming consultants. 3 directors, now you're an executive. So we've got 2 great new executives this month, Miranda Moody Miller and John Stewart. Sometimes we lose track of what the simplicity of our business is. It's just people. We're all just simple human beings that eat every day. And I was loving, you know, some of this, so a couple of things that I'll share with you. You know, we're so confident. I mean, I'm so confident in our products, and what Purium is so confident in the products, that we give people $50 gift cards just to try our product. And nobody else does that in the industry. So you order 75 bucks worth of product, man. You know, here's a $50, here's my code. Here's my code to your health. Here's my code to your higher wellness. And use that code, and I don't care what you get. I'd recommend the Ultimate Lifestyle, the Core 4, but some people are on a budget. Let's go to that website and see what's right for you. So just think, you know, don't get stuck on people that just buy the Ultimate Lifestyle and the Core 4. There are a lot of folks out there during this challenge we're dealing with that are very tight on money. And our job is to show them residual income. We want them to see that they can join us and become a brand partner. So that first month, why not? Get that Core 4 if that's in your budget. Get that Ultimate Lifestyle so you get that free Ultimate Business Transformation Pack. So we're going to transform your checking account, and we're going to transform your health account. You know, that immune system, that digestive system, that hormonal system. That's the beauty of what we do in the simplest way. Again, there's nothing more simple than spirulina. It has no chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, fillers, binders, GMO. Our carrots are all the superfoods that we make and we manufacture because we are the manufacturer. And because we're the manufacturer, we can afford to give $50 gift cards. Think of that. Because we're the manufacturer, we can afford to give $50 gift cards because we are the manufacturer, and we have the cost. We can cover that cost, and we can cover that cost to pay out more in our compensation plan. Every time you go to iShop Purium, 20 to 25% commission, and we pay 10 levels of brand partners. It's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal that Purium puts together. And why? Because we know the farmers. We've been working with these farmers. We've been doing this for 28, Purium's been doing this for 28 years. And they developed a cool, very cool network marketing 10-level payout compensation plan 8 years ago. So we're just in the beginning stages of the growth of where great companies go. So anyway, on that, I'll go back to Lucy here. Go ahead, honey.
Okay, so we decided to do something different today. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your stories. We want to hear how you got involved with, and this is only like 2 minutes, how you got involved with Purium. Share the story with us. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on YouTube, and then you can grab it from there, and then you can grab it and you can edit it and put it in social media. Okay. So I know Michael has a couple people, they already said, oh, I can do that. I can go. Okay. 2 minutes. And I'm going to take the time. And sometimes I know we do it like we're supposed to do it like in less than 1 minute, but this is not an elevator speech. Just share your heart, how you got involved with us, with Curio. Okay, so I'm gonna set up my clock, and who wants to go first? So when I said, got it, okay, maybe I should have a little bell. I have a little bell. So who wants to go first and share your story? We want to hear from you. You hear from us all the time. Now, share your story. Tell us your story, and this is a good way for you to get out of the box. So who wants to go first?
Look, don't be shy, everybody. This is fun.
I'll go first. This is Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Hello, hello.
How are you today, brother?
I'm doing amazing. I'm sitting outside in the sunshine. I really look forward to these Love Team Zooms every Saturday. And so I'm just going to tell about my story, how I got involved with this amazing company. It was April of 2020. And about a month earlier, I'm a full-time teacher, and we got told to go home because we couldn't teach anymore because of the pandemic. So, you know, the first couple of weeks, I was really in just like hibernation, kind of playing it safe. And, you know, I was looking to be the healthiest I could possibly be, as well as my family as well. And I had tried the Power Shake before and the aminos. I loved it. And, you know, this was the time when the opportunity came. It was like, all right, we're doing the ultimate lifestyle transformation. We're not going to hunker down and wait for this to blow over. We're going to be the most healthy we could possibly be and come out of this thing thriving. And in ultimate lifestyle transformation, I realized that there was an absolutely amazing business opportunity that comes along with it, complementary. And I was already a big fan of the products. So I already knew this is exactly what I was looking for, because I actually needed to make an extra stream of income because I'm financing my wedding in May, and the teacher salary just wasn't doing it. There wasn't any savings left over after the month. So it was a win-win situation. I reached out, I got involved with Mr. Rob Carney, who is, you know, my fearless leader. And it was just a seamless link up. And, you know, what I really love about this is that, you know, my wife was on it with me. We did this together. I immediately had a Zoom call with my core friends, and we just started this off together. We all just jumped on board, and it was just been an amazing journey for, you know, the 6 months. And, you know, talk about products that I'll be taking for life. And what I really love about this is that I'm one of those people, I'm sure you guys are too, that really want to make a difference in the world. That's why I became a teacher. And now I know how to make a difference with more than just my students. Now I can make a difference with their families, the communities around me. And I have this perfect vehicle to help people not only get healthy, but also with their financial wellness. And, you know, I hit the fast start bonuses. That's what I love about, you know, the compensation plan is once you launch, like I saw money within the first like week. And that's when it really hit me like, okay, this is real. This is the real deal. If I keep doing what I'm doing, which is sharing the products I love and sharing this amazing business opportunity, like I'm getting compensated. And I think once you really delve into that and you actually see the money, the checks come in, or, you know, the direct deposit come in, you know, they pay you on time, the products are amazing. It really makes it real and it gives you that incentive, like I'm doing the right thing. And then the company is amazing, you know, the integrity, and they really match up with my core values. So it's been an amazing journey. I love the personal development and the growth and the self-limiting beliefs that I have to crush through every single day. And it's a bittersweet feeling, and I would have it any other way. So thank you.
Hey, good job. Good job. It's a little bit over 3 minutes, three minutes, but it was good. Really good job. Who wants to go next? Just share. We're not even going to critique or anything. Just share so that way, when you're in a situation when somebody asks you, what do you do or why you joined the company, you're ready. So this is your time. Share it with us. We want to hear it.
I can go next, Lucy.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I had started about over a year ago. I had started on like a health journey. I wanted to get healthy, both physically and mentally. I was battling through some health issues as far as my physical, and then just mentally having just anxiety, and probably had to stem with my physical, you know, the weight and how I was eating. So I had already been on a journey to get healthy. And so this last April, I had already gotten to the goal where I was feeling good. I had left some medications that I didn't serve me anymore because of the anxiety and stuff. I had gotten myself to a good place. So I was feeling really good, but I ran into Purium and I thought, you know, it won't hurt me to optimize my health. And I was really curious about, I wonder what it would do, you know, what would Purium do for me mentally, just to take me to the next, you know, like level of wellness. So I decided to give it a try. And so got started September. I just finished my transformation about probably a week and a half ago. Yeah, about a week and a half ago. And I'm just feeling great. I've mentally overall, it's just being able to deal with the stresses. Everyday partnership was, like Dale said, you know, it was complimentary. And I thought, well, why not give it a shot, you know? And so then once I got into it, you know, I thought, okay, well, I'm not a quitter. So now I gotta do this, you know? And so I'm really enjoying sharing the health aspect of it to my friends and family, co-workers, and just complete strangers, because I would say, so this is like, it is a personal development, like a course. It's helped me to just reach out, because ultimately I want to share the health and wellness part. And so that makes it real easy. And Purium's program and their products, just like how they say they're Purium Premium, it just makes it easy for me to share with others. But thank you for this time.
Good job, good job. Felicidades, Verónica. Siempre echa una que otra palabra en español, cada que hables. I'm just saying, every time when she talks, if you know a different language, just say something in your whatever other language you know. Always.
Sí, gracias.
Okay, who's next? Cool. It's just voluntary. We're not going to have time to go to everybody, but it's voluntary. Get out of your box, get out of your comfort zone and go for it.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Hi. I miss you guys. Oh my gosh. So my story is really simple. It's just seriously, I was going to Javits Center in New York City looking for some interesting stuff for the face and all that. And this guy met me and said, hey, you want to know about like interesting superfoods and stuff? And I was like, yeah, I got his number. And then he calls me and calls me and calls me and texts me and called me and then called me for like 3 months. I was like, oh my God, stop calling me. He's like, come to the superfood thing, come. I was like, okay, the only way I can just get rid of him is if I go to this meeting. I gotta get rid of him because he's relentless. So I went into this home in Brooklyn and this guy's like shaking these green things. And I'm like, oh God, it's a video. Guys, tell me something. I'm not interested. So then he was like, just taste this. And he gave me the carrot powder. And I was like, oh my God, I want all of it. So I wanted to buy like 15 carrot powders because it reminds me of like, I'm from the Caribbean, like milk and sugar and Ovaltine mixed together, and you eat that, you go into bed and you sneak that. It was so delicious. So I was like, give me all these, like, well, you know, you should really sign up for this pack. And I was like, if I get this pack, you give me this free. So I signed up for the transformation just to get a carrot powder. And then he's like, do this thing, you know, and this drink thing. And it's like, well, you know, I really was using a drink. And I was like, okay, I'll try the drink. And then he said, it's a 30-day money back guarantee. I was like, you know what? I'm going to return this. I'm going to return all of this. I cut the containers. I have not returned it since. I became addicted. I mean, it was just like green crack all over. I was just like drinking the carrot juice and the green stuff. I was feeling so good. That's part of my story. That's how I started the Purium. And I'm still addicted to it. It's so good, guys. Oh, I wake up to drink this thing. And it was really bad for me. I would I didn't know that you shouldn't drink Purium before you go to bed. I couldn't sleep because I didn't do the apothecary thing. So I have so much energy and I'm up like 2 a.m. watching TV because I can't sleep because I got this energy. And then Michael was like, you should really take the apothecary. That will really make you sleep. I was like, oh, okay. So that's how much energy you have. Like you can go through days and days and days without even feeling tired on this. And that's kind of like how I start.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Who's next? We're just having fun today. Beginning of the month. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Go ahead. Go ahead, team.
So how I got involved was I was actually looking into doing network marketing, and I was pursued by another company, and I tried their products, and I got involved with some of their Zoom calls. And previous years, I've been actually vegan for 2 to 3 years, and like the products on the company was like, it wasn't really aligned with what I was wanting to go for. And I came across, I think it was a YouTube video, or it might have been an Instagram video of someone talking about the liquid sunshine and the Biomedic, and being vegan and going that route. I got really depleted on being able to take in the nutrients. And so when they were talking about the Biomedic, that like drew my attention to it, you know, like I was like, that could be something that could help me out. And so I thought about it, and I was actually supposed to launch with that other company on a particular day in the week. And the day before I called them and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do that. And the next day when I was supposed to launch with them, I actually called up Angelo and I was like, hey, get me signed up, man. Let's get this going. And I just the whole, like, I checked out the Zoom call for the first time with Purium, and the whole energy of everyone like involved was just so like authentic, and it felt so home. It felt so real. And the other Zoom call, and I'm not trying to bash on them, but it seemed robotic. It seemed like repetitive, and it was just like the same thing over and over again. And so just seeing everyone's face and seeing everyone smiling, that was like the biggest thing, was everyone's energy. It was just like, man, this is it. This is the place to be. And I tried the products. The products have been on point ever since I started back in August. And it's just been amazing transformation for me. So that's how I pretty much got involved. So, but yeah.
Good job. Good job. Okay. Who's going to be fearless? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was just coming back from traveling. I had been traveling for 3 months. And by the time I had gotten home to Canada, I had no money. And I had been following Ra online for quite some time. And he had given me some tips on how to tie up my hair for, you know, maximum energy from the sun and things like that. And he'd always given me some good advice. And so I'd come up with this theory that if my body was able to handle more electricity, then I would be able to have more electrical current. And with more electrical current in my body, then I could have more currency. That was the theory that I had come up with, okay? So I messaged Ra and I said, hey, do you know about any foods that could help me increase the currency in my body? And he said, hey, yeah, check this stuff out. All my friends are doing it. And I was like, okay, cool. And again, at the time I had $0, no money at all. And so I literally went on Facebook and I said, hey guys, and mind you, after the Canadian conversion at the time, it was around like $480 or $500. So I said, hey guys, what would I have to do to get $500? I'll work for it. And an old friend of mine that I hadn't spoken to in years came to me and said, what do you need it for? I said, I'm just trying to get my health in order. And I saw the account. And sorry, are you on mute? And I'm echoing, sorry. Okay, sorry. And yeah, so he saw that. I showed him what I was doing, and all of a sudden I got an e-transfer for $500. And I asked him, like, what's this for? And he just said, just take it, man, enjoy. And I was like, wow, like I knew at that point, like, you know, this was supposed to be something bigger, you know? And so I started taking it, and man, like I had all types of bad habits, but after a few months of taking this stuff, like things slowly started to change. My life started to change. People kept asking me, Bo, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, man, like, yeah, I only get a question asked about 10 times in a row before I start realizing that, you know, the answer must be a business. So I started the business, and I'm loving it today. It's been amazing.
Good job. Good job. My God, $500. I mean, Canadian dollars. Wow. Wow. Bless his heart. Okay. It will multiply by many, many, many times. You'll get it back. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to share? No? No?
I'll go.
Okay. Margarita. Okay.
So I got in, well, I was introduced to Purium by Bo. My background is in personal training. I'm actually a professional bodybuilder, and I won first place in Canada as Miss Fitness Canada IFBB Pro. So I love fitness. And when I saw Bo, he had transformed and gotten absolutely shredded without going to the gym. So I was like, what are you doing? And I was intrigued already. But on a personal level, I was attracted to this program because coming off of my bodybuilding preps, it was very intense. So, I mean, my whole body was just out of order, and I was looking for gut health. I was looking for hormone balancing and just trying to restore the health of my body from the intensity that I used to work at. So I did Purium, and I was so impressed with how I felt. I just felt like I came back online. I felt like I was just living like this dull, subpar life. And then when I got real superfoods back in my body that were guaranteed organic, and I'm a holistic nutritionist too, so I had never felt what it was like to get glyphosate out of my body. And it was like I just came back online, and I just felt alive again. So I went into the business because I truly believed in the product, and the integrity that Purium has is just completely aligned with my core values. And I feel like a health superhero every day, every time I share this with someone and get someone on board. So it just feels so good to really create a positive change in the world and make a business out of it too.
Wow, less than 2 minutes, Margarita. That's awesome. You guys, I don't know if you guys noticing, but this video is going to be very important for a lot of people. So who wants to go next? Anybody else? Anybody? Let me see who's here. Barry, you want to go next, maybe? Juan, you want to go next? Sherry, you want to go next?
Hi, sure.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. I got involved with the company almost 3 years ago. And I think I met the same person Nadine was talking about at a convention. I was at a skincare convention, and I have been a former juicer really my whole life. But, you know, it is very cumbersome. And about that time, when I met this Purium person, I was reading a lot about the herbicides and the pesticides. And so I really backed off from juicing because I was really confused. I'm like, if I'm buying fresh produce and I know it's laden with all these cancer-causing pesticides, and my mom died of cancer, am I really causing myself more harm in an effort to be well? So I stepped back. I was a little confused. And I had kind of previously turned up my nose to powdered superfoods because I thought they didn't have the nutritional density or the live enzymes that I got from juicing. So we had a hurricane here in 2017. So the show, needless to say, was kind of slow. So I went across to the Purium booth and I tried the drinks, and literally I was sold on the first drink because it tasted alive to me. So my first question was, how could this powdered drink taste so alive? Because I juice a lot and I know what live enzymes taste like. And, then I was explained the patent that we have on the cool air drying process, that these foods are 40 times more concentrate. But the most important thing that got my attention was that they also had a product that removed glyphosate out of the gut. So I knew right at that moment, I had not really been doing for myself nutritionally what I needed, because I was backing off of juicing, not really knowing what the next step was. So I invested in a cleanse in the Biomedic, and I've pretty much never looked back. I lost 11 pounds my first cleanse. And at that time, I kind of had a significant amount of weight to lose. I had had a back surgery the year before. And so I'm like, hey, it's just time to get it all off. So I actually did a cleanse every single month for the next 4 months and got back to my pre-surgery weight, and just have never stopped taking the food since. And I'm a licensed esthetician by trade. So for about 15 years, I've been in the beauty industry, marketing lotions and potions. And, you know, I know that true beauty comes from the inside out. So whatever you feed your body will show up in your skin. And I also know that in the beauty industry, unfortunately, it's as bad as the food industry. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of mistruths, and there's a lot of carcinogenic chemicals in the stuff you're putting into your body, and your bloodstream's absorbing it within the first 17 seconds of application. So I'm kind of sounding the alarm to the very same industry I've worked in for almost 20 years, to just say, you know, you are what you eat. And if somebody was in a money situation, like now all of us have been affected through this coronavirus, I would say put your lotion and potion to the side. It's kind of icing on the cake, but grab the superfoods, because in 2 weeks, my clients see more difference from these superfoods than any expensive cream I can sell them. And I've made a living off of selling expensive creams. So, you know, feed your body, and, you know, you feed your brain, you feed your face, and you basically get your youth back. It's like the fountain of youth. So it's a lifestyle. I don't think I'll ever stop using these foods. And, you know, it saves a lot of time, because I'm not spending hours going to the market to buy foods that are probably sprayed, having to juice, make a power shake, and then clean my equipment. It's literally 5 minutes. I'm out the door, and, you know, I'm infused with these live foods. So, you know, I'm not looking back. It's good stuff.
Good job. 5 minutes almost, but it was good.
Hey, you know, 5
Can I go
minutes is
next?
good for me.
It was good. Who wants to go next? We have
Freddie.
Freddie from Puerto Rico. Go for
Hello,
it, Freddie.
how everybody's doing. Let me show you something first. Let me see if you can see this. I'm heading south through the mountains here in Puerto Rico, because I'm going on a camping trip today.
Oh, good.
Let me show you the area around. Okay. Hope you can enjoy the view.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a couple of thousand feet above sea level right now, so I'm heading towards the mountain for a camping trip. Now, my story goes like 3.5 years ago. One day I was sitting in the how do you say this, in the dining room, the dining table, and my then wife looks at me and she tells me, "Freddie, are you okay?" And I look at her and I look down and I said, with moving my head like this, I said, "No, I'm not okay. What's wrong?" And I started crying. I started crying because I was so fat. I was overweight, like way beyond I had imagined ever before. I used to be a very skinny guy, okay? In my younger years, I was very skinny. And I started crying. And I said, I cannot, you know, I have been trying things. Sometimes I feel like if I eat a salad, I get like 5 more pounds, even if I eat just lettuce and tomatoes, okay? So I don't know what I'm gonna do. And she happened to meet this girl in one of the conventions the year before that had given her a Purium gift card. And she told me, let's try this. And she told me about it, that I would be able to lose maybe 5 to 20 pounds. I said, well, I don't have anything else to lose, so let's try it. So the story goes that I lost my first transformation. I lost about 11 pounds. But the most important part, and the thing that the reason I never come back, I never uh, abandoned Purium, is because of the energy. I couldn't, at that moment, I couldn't even play a little bit of basketball with my son. And now I am, sorry, okay. And now I am able to do that. I am able to do other activities like going camping, going hiking, surfing. I haven't been surfing for like 20 years, and I able to go surfing again. So all that energy, somebody else before me was saying about the energy. Well, she's very young and she should have a lot of energy, of course. But I am 55, almost 56 years. So my energy definitely comes from Purium, okay? So that's what I want to share with you guys.
Good job, Freddie. Good job. Okay, one more. Who wants to share? No? Should I pick somebody? Kelly, you want to share? Or Juan? No? Okay, well, let me stop this.